Hello, welcome back. Pink Floyd Animals. Yeah, better late than never in a way. I hope there are still some of you interested in my take on this 2018 remix of Pink Floyd's Animals. As I said, took me some time and I had to delay it. But okay, come on, now today is the day I compare the versions I have. I have a very, very early British first pressing. I have the Gruntman involved remaster, I think 2014 or 16 of Animals. And yeah, let's get into it. And with the remix, I take a different approach. For certain reasons, I go into a little bit later. Let us start with the Pink Floyd Animals 2018 remix and talk about it. Talk about the content. Talk about some problems and stuff like that. I have both versions here. Here is the regular vinyl version in a great, beautiful gatefold jacket. It also comes with a booklet and the vinyl. We go into the booklet in a minute. And I have the deluxe version, which has the vinyl, the booklet, and you can open it and have some CDs, Blu-ray, DVDs. Here you have this. And we have a hype sticker. And this goes, the hype sticker of course goes into this release. And it says Pink Floyd Animals 2018 Remix. Limited edition 4-disc package with 32 page book. Contains the remixed album on LP, CD, Blu-ray and DVD. Blu-ray and DVD also contain new high-resolution stereo and 5.1 mixes, plus the 1977 original stereo mix. Let's have an eye on the booklet, the 32-page booklet. Well made. Let's go through them very quickly. I think, okay, hardcover book would have also, of course, added even more value. Maybe they should have done it for the limited edition. They didn't do it, but the content is fine, makes sense, interesting, great stuff. Let me get briefly into the new cover design, and this is great that they changed it. You know, if you compare it to the original cover design, you can see they made a new one, a timely one, and of course that they do it is the absolute correct way to show this is something different. I really do like that they got a new approach for the remix. Great that they did it. They did it in a fantastic way. And they state this is something different. Great way of doing it. Now for the comparison. I started with this release, the remaster. Then I got into my original. Here you can see the original jacket. And then lastly, I got into the remix. So let's start with the comparison of the early original against the remaster. And in a way, for those of you who watch my channel regularly, we have the usual result. The remaster is a very good sounding record. If you just listen to it, it's fine. Well done, nice job, great job. Good sounding version of Animals. When you put on the original, it opens up. Everything opens up, you get a fresher, more punchier touch, you have a better separation. We have a significantly warmer approach to the record. And again, in a nutshell, I have to say the original is significantly better. Which again doesn't mean that they haven't done a good job on the remaster. So again, the original sounds better than the remaster. And of course, nowadays this is not a big surprise. Ah, by the way, let's get a bit into the original more. I also have these original inner sleeve, which are perfectly facsimilated when it comes to the remaster. So here is the original. The remaster looks the same. I was surprised about the sturdiness of the original jacket. Cool, very cool, love it. And then, as I said, after I compared those two, I went into the remix. And yeah, the remix is something different. They changed stuff, they left stuff out. It's a completely different experience, in my opinion. And before I go into details and before I go into my take, what I do like more and stuff like that, I just want to say, give you my 2 cents about the general idea of doing a remix of those titles. I think they walk on very thin ice when they get into this, when they remix iconic albums, because there are, especially when it comes to vinyl, there are people out there who loves this album for decades. And they are very, very used to this album and knows every detail. And I think there are a lot of people out there, when they hear they're doing a remix, their footnails will roll up and say, what, how dare they? But on the other hand, I think this is great. Just giving us something new, because as we see, it's very, very, very difficult. You have to go all in when you want to beat the original. So they do something different, say, okay, maybe they think that, I don't know. Let's don't try to get to the original. Let's do a remix and try to give the people something new, a new approach on this album. And honestly, I do like that approach, because it just adds another opportunity to get into this record, and it adds more content in a way, a different version. And yeah, I totally do like that, because the original version is out there and it's available. And so another remaster, of course, if you go all in and maybe do a 45 RPM plus all analog original set, I'm all in, don't get me wrong. But they don't do that for whatever reason. So this is, in a way, in my opinion, the second best they can do. Yeah, the second best is the first loser. But still, I like that approach, and to me it makes a lot of sense. So now, the overall impression of the remix is wow. Wow. They gave it a lot of punch. And I think, oh, now I am on thin ice, because of course you can criticize what I say now, and please feel free to do so. In a way, I'm under the impression they orientated on the wall and say, oh, come on, let's something do like impressive and add effects and make this wow effect like with the wall. Not completely true, of course, but just to give you my impression, what I think about it. This is definitely the wow version, due to the punch, the way they worked on the drums, and also other things. The low end is very good. So they did in my opinion, they did a very, 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 very good job, because, and I don't want to compare it against the original in this case, because now we have two different versions. When it comes to the what is more impressive, this is really very impressive in a positive way. The original is the original. This is the artifact. This is the way it came out. So it stays where it is. It's a pillar. And now we have a second pillar. And this is this, which is, as I said, I think they did a very good job. But there is a big but. Of course, there has been a lot of discussions about production quality, production problems. I don't have scratches or stuff like that, but both versions came unbelievably dirty. Really, really. First I thought maybe Karl and Friedrich, my two whippets, played with it in the garden without scratching it. It was really, really dirty, and I have to give it really thorough cleaning, and that changed a lot. So no damages, that stays. But I think this is not okay to send out such a dirty record, and in both cases, the regular edition and the special edition, this is not okay. Of course, as I know now, I can say I'm lucky that I don't get scratched once, because this also, I've heard, happened a lot, which is of course even more bad. So let's hope for a second batch where they get rid of these things, and that the people, the customers, get decent releases. So again, overall, great job. It sounds really good. It sounds very impressive. And of course, and I get that, Animals purist will say, what have you done to this? Why did you change so much? This is not what I'm used to. But hey, where is the problem? The original version is still there in numerous pressings and variations. I mean, CDs, streaming, it's out there. So see it as an addition, in my opinion, an impressive, great, beautiful, good sounding edition. I hope I made myself clear, and thank you for your time, and see you on the next one. Bye.